Hey guys, good morning. This is your Wednesday video, and today we're going to be doing a hand review from Tuesday night's hands. Basically, I'm going to talk about what I think suggested auction should be. So let's get to winners from last night. Over in the 0 to 499er, we had Leo Eiking and Ken Howard, um, Doug Holbrook and Roberta Titchener, and Holly Hafer all placing. And in the open game, patrons took second, third, and fourth place overall. That's awesome. Otherwise known as the gold, silver, and bronze in the non-Joyce division. Joyces were top dogs again last night. Anyway, second overall was Betsy Mevin. Third overall was Karen Popovich. That's two good showings in a row for her. And Collins Williams was fourth overall. Also placing were May and Sally, Vladimir, and Jim Rue. So congrats to last night's winners. Let's talk about how we might bid the hands from last night. So 22 boards. I'm going to go through these pretty quickly and give you suggested auctions with maybe a little less commentary than I normally would put in here. And again, feel free to hit me up or leave something in the comments if something really surprising happens for you here. And we're just going to bid these hands. Okay, this is a 15 to 17 no trump, east, south. Probably doesn't want to commit to the 3 level with this bad of a hand. The shape is right, but I don't want to get to 3 clubs, I don't think. So one idea here is for West to pass. I mean, there's probably no game when you've got an 8 count opposite 15 to 17. And if we remember that pair scoring isn't about bidding thin games, you don't have to bid thin games at pair scoring. You don't have to bid thin games at pair scoring. You want to protect plus positions. And here we definitely have a plus position if we stayed in one no trump. So I'm pretty tempted to pass one no trump, actually. But I think most people use Stayman, so let's go down that path. Not necessarily advocating it. The problem is I think I'm putting my plus score in jeopardy here if I do bid Stayman, because if partner shows up with hearts here, you're going to have to invite with 2 no trump, and the partnership's just going to get too high, and being in a thin 3 no trump contract, sometimes partner's going to like for 16 and you've got 8, and 3 no just doesn't really have that much play. So the downside of Stayman, the upside of Stayman's obvious. You might find the 4-4 spade fit. If you don't find the 4-4 spade fit, though, you're just going to get too high sometimes. Let's go down this to make 1 point. So what's going to happen here is East is going to bid 2 spades. And if I were West at this point, again, I think I would pass here and consider myself very lucky. The Lou Gehrig speech from the other day, consider myself the luckiest bridge player. It was Lou Gehrig Day at the park the other day, the anniversary of his death, I believe. But he gave a speech at Yankee Stadium sometime after, I think after his playing career was over, but before he died. There was actually a very short window, I think maybe like 18 months between when he figured out that something was going wrong with him and had to quit baseball and ultimately passed away. Anyway, I would pass 2 spades here, given that I had bid 2 club Stayman, because I've in essence I've gotten lucky, right? That I used Stayman and partner ended up with a spade fit. And I've got really marginal invitational values here. I would just pass 2 spades and think we are in the right spot here. What happened at most tables was West invited, East declines with the 15 count, and you're probably going minus in 3 spades, definitely going minus in 4 spades. But that's how I think about it. I would pass originally, and if I did use Stayman and East ended up showing spades, I'd be very content just passing and playing 2 spades when I've got an 8 count opposite 15, 16, or 17. Pass. I would open the south hand with a club. I open anything that moves. West does have the vulnerability right for like a 2 spade bid here, but it's just such a lousy hand. You don't have any shape. You don't have any suit texture. With North, this is the kind of hand I would go slow with and bid a diamond. When I've got long diamonds and a 4-card major, if I've got a good hand, a hand that's eventually going to bid a game somewhere, I like to start with the diamonds just to get the shape right. You've got a good hand, you can afford to like pattern out, bid your shape. when you've got a bad hand, like say I didn't have any of the high diamonds or the ace of spades, and say my entire hand was ace, king, fourth of hearts and 6 diamonds, those are the kind of hands where maybe you could think about just bidding the major, like where you've got a 1 bid hand. Here you've got a very good hand. And the idea is we want to take this bidding as slowly as possible and get our shapes right. I think North could probably rebid 2 clubs here. I've encouraged you that with 6-3-2-2, 1 no trump is always in the picture with that shape when you get a 6-card minor. Here it just looks like my hand is more suit oriented, since I like have the doubleton small heart and I've got pure clubs, like good suit texture. It's not like I'm rebidding, queen, empty 6th or something. So I think I'd rebid 2 clubs to the south hand. And now North might mention hearts, right? This is forcing. It's a new suit by responder. I think South could probably bid 2 no trump at this point. She's basically flat for the auction up to this point, and it looks like she has a spade stopper. And now as North, like I know that the idea is probably that we're playing no trump. I don't want to play clubs. I don't want to play diamonds unless I'm going to play 6 of them. And it looks like we have no major suit fit. What I do have is a hand that's worth about 20 points. The other thing I have is a hand that misfits partner in the sense that I've only got the singleton club. So one idea here might just be to blast away at 6 diamonds. It's possible partner's only got a singleton, I guess, on this type of auction. We have great cards for 6 diamonds, right? We have 3 cards on the outside, like 3 controls on the outside, the ace of spades, the ace, king, hearts. We do have that king, queen, jack, 10 of diamonds is a super important card if we're thinking about playing diamonds. I would think here that if I were to bid 3 diamonds, that should be forcing. And, maybe partner could raise at that point. So I'm kind of torn here. Unless I'm super sure that partner's going to be on the same wavelength, I'm a little bit worried about bidding 3 diamonds and getting dumped there. That shouldn't happen. Like, why did I bid 2 hearts on the way to 3 diamonds if I wanted 3 diamonds to be passable? But if I had any reservations about that whatsoever, I wouldn't do it. So I think my 2 choices here are just blast 6 diamonds. Or if I want to go down the no trump route, I suppose I could issue a quantitative for no trump. Feels like I'm actually maybe a little bit heavy for that. I got 17 in a 6-card suit, bunch of controls. I guess I'll content myself with that. So if I'm going down the no trump road, I'm going to issue a quantitative for no. If I feel like blasting, I'm just going to bid 6 diamonds. If I were playing with someone who I was sure that they would read 3 diamonds as forcing, I think I would want to do that. But one thing for sure is we are not playing 5 diamonds. Okay, we're either going to play 4 no trump, partner passes the quantitative invite, or we're going to play 6 no trump if he likes it, or I'm just going to blast 6 diamonds. There is no universe where I'm playing 5 diamonds on this hand. So yeah, what are we going to do? Oh, I think I'm sort of in the mood to just blast 6 diamonds. And that's how it would go. If you happen to bid 4 no trump, would partner go or not? Probably not. Partner would probably just pass an invite. All right, how are we doing in 6 diamonds? Looks like we are, we're protected from the spade attack, so we're going to be able to pitch that. I think 6 diamonds is going to make 6 diamond tricks, and the clubs are going to set up, but I don't have an entry to him. What does Gibb think that 6 diamonds is doing here? Show double W. Okay, so depending on the lead, it's either going to be making or down 1. Important thing is don't play 5 diamonds. Play either some number of no trump or play 6 diamonds. We have a pass followed by a club. At our table, I held the North cards, and what I ended up doing was just bidding 1 diamond. In retrospect, I think, I don't know, maybe I should Well, I mean, one thing you can consider maybe is overcalling one no trump. That looks a little bit sick, but certainly the hand's worth it playing strength. What I did was overcalled one diamond. Maybe I should have made like a wide-ranging jump overcall of two diamonds or three diamonds here. The hand seemed like it had too much going for it. So you can overcall one diamond, that's fine. East will bid a spade. Remember, this only promises 4 here, even if you're playing negative doubles. If you are playing negative doubles in East's seat here, a double would promise both hearts and spades. Therefore, when you bid a spade here, it only promises 4. And here's pass. This looks like the kind of hand where I want to raise on 3-card support, even potentially playing the 4-3 fit. I do have a roughing value. And I think 2 spades is plenty here. And as North, like, I think you're still going to be tempted to keep on bidding diamonds here. When you're 7-2-2-2, like these hands has less playing strength than you might think. Even with a 7-card suit, you prefer not to be 7-2-2-2. So what I did in this auction was I bid 3 diamonds and ended up getting doubled in 3 diamonds, and that wasn't great because East-West have no game, and they either beat me 300 or 500. It sort of doesn't matter. Once you get into 3 diamonds doubled, it's all about did they have a game or not? Because if they don't have a game, both 300 and 500 are going to be terrible. And at this point, like I think East could just double for penalties. That's sort of got to be what double would be here. And just take your cash, your 300 or your 500. All right, we've got a pass, followed by an unpass, followed by... You could potentially open 3 clubs on this hand. Third hand, once partner can't bid, probably not missing a game. I don't like the suit quality, but it wouldn't be so crazy, I don't think, to open this hand 3 clubs red after 2 passes, but probably just the textbook bid is 1 club. And West, like could bid 2 no trump here. I'm pretty tempted to just leave this alone and pass 2 clubs. So I think that would be the end of the auction for me. And North doesn't want to get involved here. This isn't a balancing auction. You don't know that they have a fit. All right, we have 15 and an awkward shape. Regardless of what happens, we're going to have to open a diamond no matter what. South, I'm definitely mentioning my spades here, not passing 1 diamond, especially not vulnerable. I'm going to name my 5-card suit, my 5-card major. West can't do anything. So North does not have enough strength to reverse here. So throw out a 2 hard bid. Let's throw out a 1 no trump rebid because you don't have the right shape for that. So really what's left is we rebid our 5-card suit here. So like 99 times out of 100, you're going to have 6 when you do this, but here nothing else fits. And again, it's going to go pass, and probably that's going to be the end of the auction. Again, this isn't a balancing auction because we don't know that North-South have a fit, right? And they don't have a great fit here. They've got a 7-card fit. A little low on time here, so I'm trying to speed this up. So we're definitely going to open. We're going to consider our rebid. So sometimes when we've got 4 diamonds and 5 clubs, I'm fine with opening a diamond. Here, that just looks sick to me because the clubs are so much better. So I think we're going to treat this 5-card suit also as a 1-suited hand with clubs. You can't open a club and bid 2 diamonds next because that would be reverse. That shows extra values because you're forcing partner to take a preference at the 3 level potentially. Now South's going to overcall diamonds. West will bid hearts. Again, this only promises 4, even if you're playing negative doubles, because a double here would show both majors. And North probably wants to raise diamonds here. So one idea is you could raise to 3 diamonds. That should be preemptive, right? Just blocking, because if you had a good hand, you could Q-bid one of their suits. Another idea here to show that you have 4 trumps, and therefore we want to get to the 3 level immediately because the partnership has 9 trumps, but also show that we have a little bit of something. So like not enough to suggest we have a good hand, but also maybe a little bit too much to just suggest we have a preemptive hand. One neat trick here is that you can use a jump Q-bid, like 3 clubs here, to show that type of hand. 4 diamonds and, you know, like single raise value, something like 6 to 9 points. See any reason for East to bid? South just takes it back to 3 diamonds. And at this point, like, I think that's probably just going to buy the pot. $12, $14. I do have 3 aces. I'm flat though, so we're just going to treat this as a 1 club opener and rebid 1 no trump. North bids a heart. East definitely should bid some diamonds here. I think I'm pretty tempted to bid 3 of them. Notice this auction too, it's a little bit safer when, you know, North might just have like some kind of garbage 4 or 5 point hand that she's responding on, versus like when you have this hand and your opponents have a 2/1 auction, the writing's on the wall, your partner's broke, and you have to be more careful. Here, North doesn't necessarily have to have any values. So I guess I'll just bid 2 diamonds. That probably seems like a textbook bid. If you are playing support doubles, this is a good time to use your support double. It shows 3 hearts. You type it into the box. There. And West is going to pass. North has, let's see, we know there's a 9-card heart fit, and it looks like we have about 7.5 losers. It's nice that we don't have anything wasted in the suit that the opponents have bid. That's diamonds. We do have the King of Clubs fitting for partner. So I think this seems like I want to invite game in hearts, and the way to do that would be bidding 3 hearts. That's going to go past, and as South, I would reason I have 3 aces for partner. I have 7.5 losers. Is that really true? Yeah, 4 triple 3 hands is amazing how many losers they have. And I guess I just pass. Upon inspection, it doesn't look like I have enough to bid the game here. So we pass that, and it looks like 4 hearts is probably going to be a maker here, right? Looking like a spade and a diamond, you might actually make 5. But actually, let's see what 3 hearts would have done on the score slip. Here's our game from last night, this is board 7. Get 4 hearts. Other tables. Basically, everybody's bidding 4 hearts here. And if you bid 3 hearts, you're just going to get a bad score because everyone's bidding and making 4 hearts. It doesn't seem like, given what we know on this auction, that it's a travesty to not bid game. But everyone got there and everyone made it. Realize that like it could be, you know, just the opposite, that you're the only one who stays out of game when it's a bad game. So I don't know. I don't feel bad about only getting the 3 hearts with these 2 hands. Not at pairs scoring. At team scoring, I would just bid 4 hearts with the north hand and be done with it. We'll see if we can make the game. Let's do one more and call it a morning. Okay, so this will be a review from 8 hands, the first 8 hands from Tuesday night. Next. And I'll be back with you guys on Friday with trivia, and we'll figure out some sort of theme to talk about. All right, almost an average hand, almost 1 of each rank for the West hand. I want to open it 4, 6, 7, and I think I'm going to open it 1 spade here. It it just seems like I want to bid here. I do have only 7 losers, and it doesn't fit like the preempting style that I like, where you know have a good suit, not much on the outside, and it's like a high offense to defense ratio. So I think I'm a light 1 spade opener here. 7, 9, 11, 2, 5, 5.5, 7.5 losers. This looks like a limit raise to me. Probably South doesn't want to get involved even with 5-5 shape when her opponents have shown this much strength. And I believe that's the way, you know, West, having opened the hand, doesn't need to accept the invite. The only thing going for the hand is that it's got a 6th trump, right? We lose a heart, 2 clubs, and either 1 or 2 diamonds, depending on where the ace of diamonds is. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Just an auction review for the first 8 hands from RBC on Tuesday night. A reminder that we have a game on Thursday. There's a 0 to 499 limited game and an open game. I hope to see a bunch of you guys there. This weekend is GNT for Flight B and for the Open Championship. So good luck to any of you all who might be competing in those. And I'm going to see you guys again on Friday.